She's a little bit distracted, guys. Hello, 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 hello. Hi all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Saturdays Live. We have a live at 10 a.m. Saturday morning every week and 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoon every week. That's Melbourne, Australia time, and marry that up with your country. Yay. All right, so here we are, Middle Earthians. Hello, Middle Earthians. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful Karen B. Hi, Karen. Guys, don't forget, hi, Ashley. Don't forget to pop your live chat or all chat and not a top chat. If you have top chat, you don't get to see everyone's chat. So pop live chat or all chat and you get to see everyone's chat. Lovely to have everyone here. Another Saturday has passed. I didn't upload these last 2 days. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Have you got your surprise? Ashley, I don't. I did get a delivery, but then we're going to talk about that on the video vlog coming this Tuesday. There's been a delay on all tutorials this week, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So let's go right back to Green Butterfly. Hello, a beautiful fluffy kitten. Kiki, beautiful kittens. Yeah, kitten. Kiki's in the house. Where's a fluffy kitten and Kiki together? Hello, hello. Rosalind. Oh, Rosalind and Dorothy, we need to talk, both of us. I mean, all three of us. You see, I can't count. Do you like that? Both of us. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Hi, Sam. Lovely to have you here. Susanna. Hi, Susanna. Yeah, Dorothy and Rosalind and myself. We're just going to work something out because I don't know what I did with your live antics. Because there's more than one. And so we're going to work something out where you guys are both going to get an extra live antics because I've messed you both around and you're going to get an extra live antics, which is one reason why we're not doing live antics this week. There's another reason. Well, we all know you can't do maths well. Apparently, Middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many are we? No ones, no twos, no threes. Oh, everyone is well. Lovely to have you. Elaine. Hi, Elaine. So glad to see you. So glad to see you too. We have a full house today. It's going to be a relatively rushed live antics today. That's the second, let's try that again, not live antics, live. That is the second reason why I can't do live antics. I'm very rushed this weekend and we'll talk about that in a minute. Beautiful, crazy poppy ladies in the house. Lovely to have you here, hun. Lovely to have you in the house. So lovely to have everyone here today. We were supposed to, guys, just a quick apology. We were supposed to get this guy out. By the way, I've washed and blocked it, so it's a little bit straighter. But I want you guys, when you make this border, to use a smaller hook because the Tunisian itself was quite dense. And this pattern looks great on squares, granny squares and things like that. But on a dense stitch, you really need to have a more tighter pattern. Okay, now because of it's relatively loose, it can come across a little wobbly, but it's straightened out since I've washed and blocked, so it looks simply divine. For those of you who have not seen the border rounds, I showed the border rounds on Wednesdays live. Now, it was a little loose. It's probably the wrong border to have on these tight stitches, not this one. This one's okay. These stitches down here, these 1, 2, and 3. They're relatively dense and they need a border that's not so lacy. Yeah, it's okay. It still worked out. And if you guys use a 3.5 millimeter hook, or depending on what you used, let's say you used a 4 millimeter hook, drop down to a 3.5. If you used a 5 millimeter hook, drop down to a 4.5 when you're doing the border. No matter what hook you use, just drop down a half size or even one size, whatever suits you. It's relatively loose. So drop down a hook size to help you out with that. Now, why hasn't it gone up this week? Well, this week I've had a few issues. One of them being we've had our 13-year-old cat no longer with us. So that's one of our issues that we've had to deal with. So I don't want to get into it. She's no longer with us. I'm catless, dogless. I have no pets in the house now. So it's just I think I'm the pet. That's it. You're just going to have to deal with me today, guys. Now, quickly moving right along. I'm just going to try and jump over that because I don't feel like talking about it. But I do want to say one thing. With every live coming up, I'm going to prepare for the... Let me have a drink first. Thank you, Green Butterfly. Cheers. Green Butterfly has reminded me to drink. Thank you. And every week, whenever I do a live, whether it's Saturday, whether it's Wednesday, you're going to see things like maybe that. There's a 1 crochet hook, a couple of knitting needles, and maybe one of these. Yeah. And maybe a handful of these. All right. And what's happening is they're going in this bag. Does anyone know what I'm doing? I hope someone can tell me what I'm doing. I hope someone can tell me what I'm doing. Oh, and I dropped the third thing. It fell on the floor. I do apologise. Give me one moment. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I told you I can't count. The fourth thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. And there's that one there. Does anyone know what I'm doing? I wonder if anyone can work out what I'm doing. Okay, let's go back to all the chat because I've missed it, as you do. Yes. Yes, Elaine says thumbs up. Thank you, Elaine. Middle says no. Yes, poor kitty. No. Yes, it has been a bit of a sad 48 hours, actually. It was only yesterday, so yeah. Thank you very much, Green Butterfly. Thank you, Middle. Hi, Marty. Lovely to have you in the house. Hi, Margaret. Lovely to have you here too, honey. Yes, everyone's saying thank you. A surprise. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Getting a surprise ready. I'm getting the surprise ready for what? A big surprise. Middle says, for what? Subscriber of the year. That's right, Karen. We are going to be doing Subscriber of the Year New Year's Eve. I do it every year. So what I'm going to do from now on in every live we do, whether I have a live or whether it's missed because I'm unwell, whatever the reason is, every live that we do, we're going to pop 3 or 4 items in a bag. I may have to do like 2 or 3 different bags. And you guys are going to see those items. Now, if you have a really good memory or you want to go back and watch all those lives, you will know what's in the surprise, except the final parts of the surprise, which you won't know. And they will be patterns that you don't have and you don't see on YouTube. They will be free to you. Written patterns, not videos. Not videos. What do I look like, a genius? So written patterns that will be free to you. They will go in there. You'll also obviously get the Tim Tams and some other odds and ends that final week that you won't know about until the actual day. 2 days before, 3 days before, whenever I upload the details saying this is what Subscriber of the Year will win. But you will see me every live throw a few things in the bag, and you've seen what's gone into that bag now. I'm not going to re-show you. You just have to re-watch this video to see it. I didn't even tell you what they were. I kind of went, oh, one of these, and one of these. So every live, that's what's going to happen. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But today's live, we're not doing live antics because I kind of have to cut it short today. Little something's come up and I have to cut our live short. But we've got plenty of time at the moment, so I'm not going to rush you right out. Your design. Oh, by the way, Middle, I was going to talk to you about that. I did find, I thought that I had deleted the circle to the granny square thing. I actually hadn't deleted it. I hadn't called it a circle into a granny square. What I had called it was part of a cushion pillow that we were making on the channel, and it was circles, and then I made it into a square, and then I attached all the squares and made the cushion that way. For my surprise from Mary, I would like a personal Zoom lesson on making sleeves on a sweater. Nice try, Elaine. Sam says, speaking of surprises, I'm going to be a granny mid-May 2025. Yay, Sam. Get that crochet ready. We're going to pop on some baby stuff just for Sam, and not only just for Sam, for other people who are having newborns and so on. We're going to get you ready, and you can do some beanies, little booties. We might even have a matinee jacket or something, or a little, oh wait, I can't even do a dress because we don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I could do a boy outfit and a girl outfit. This is going to take us forever. We're not going to talk about that right now. That's next year. We're not even going to discuss that. By hook, how cute. Congratulations. Yes, 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 Sam. Congratulations. I do hope it's a nice, big, fat, juicy one because I like those ones. I love so much to cuddle, you know. I like to cuddle them. She's such a mum. I've been going through all my baby patterns. You go, girl, you go. I'm also tempted to scrap the circle to square, but Bonnie really wants me to keep trying. I can send you the link to that video. I don't know how it's going to help you because your stitches are way too many. The way you have done it is massive. To fix that, you're going to have to, it's going to be a lot of rounds to fix. You can't fix that in 1 or 2 rounds. Do you understand? You can do your trebles and your doubles and your half doubles and your singles, and then the next round trebles, doubles, half doubles, singles. You kind of have to, how do I explain it? You have to do it yourself. You have to work out the calculations between how, it's hard to explain. If I had to do it, I would have to make that whole blanket for you. And I don't have time to do 240 stitches in a round, right? So I think what you need to do is just grab a, what can I say? From one corner to the corner, you can work out which corners they are if you've got 240 stitches or whatever it was, 244. I can't remember what you said. After that, in each round, you have to adjust how many doubles you're bringing across or how many half doubles or how many singles. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Congrats. Yes, yes, yes. Can she just decrease 3 stitches somewhere? It doesn't work that way, Fluffs. The way it works, when you're turning a circle into a square, you're adjusting your corners. You've got your corners. You've finally done 1 row with your corners, and your corners are like that, and your circle is still up there. So in the next round, she'll have to put her trebles, doubles, half doubles, and singles, and it still won't straighten up. Yeah, doesn't matter how many doubles and trebles you put across. It's going to take quite a few rounds to straighten that up, which means you have to adjust the amount of doubles you're bringing across. Because if you were to do trebles here, doubles here, and then half doubles, in the next round, if you do it exactly the same, it's still going to be exactly the same. You kind of have to, you have to work it out on your circle. I hope that makes sense. And I can't work that out on your circle because each round is going to have to change the amount that you have across. Does that make sense, Middle? I hope that makes sense. You have to work on it, Middle. Look, maybe just work on one side and maybe just like you've seen me do it. Let's see if I can do it here. And by the way, this is my little top. We're still working on that. You've seen me work on, I'm going to put it through. This is not the right hook. I'm going to end up making a space thing. You've seen me do it where I've popped the hook on my work. I'm trying to do something for you. I'll just do 1 stitch or 2 stitches because this is not the right thing to work on, right? Just do a double here, double, 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 right? All the way across this way. And instead of doing the whole round, I'm just doing one side. And then I just reattach the yarn on that side. This is just to play with it. Okay, because if you go and do the whole round, that's hundreds and hundreds of stitches, it's wasting your time. Just do one side, play with it over and over again, from one corner to the other, just before the corner, like 2 stitches before the corner, do the corner, and then do the corner and the straight all the way through, corner there, and a couple of stitches after the corner. And then attach another thread here and just do it across that way. All right, and just keep doing it for 2 or 3 rows. And you're only working on that one side for now, just to see how you can straighten your work out. Hope I'm not yelling in the camera there. Okay, turn it into a hexagon middle. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Patience or scrap it, says Elaine. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Also, I also am trying to figure out if the 60 stitches includes marked stitch for the corner or 60 stitches in between marked stitch. I got that part figured out. Okay, that's a good thing. That's one big step figured out, yeah? Fluffs is not supposed to be a hexagon. That's why it's not supposed to be one. You have to focus on the amount of stitches you have first to get your corners correct. That's all, yeah? Once you get your corners correct, just work on one corner over and over again and see how you can keep it as straight as possible. When you get, make sure you're writing all this down, yeah? There's nothing worse than you go for it and you forget to write it down. There's nothing worse, yeah? So make sure you write it down, and then if that doesn't work, you pop a line through it and you start again. Don't scribble, because you can use the concept of what you did in your next step, if you like. Once I've scribbled out and thought, what did I do there? That was not bad. I should have go back to that, and it's gone. So make sure you just put a very light line through it, but make sure you put a line through it. Otherwise, you'll keep going back to that one. It'll confuse you with what you're doing, yeah? So be careful. It's a lot of, look, I'm telling you, everybody thinks crochet is easy. This is why I tell people, this is why I charge a lot, because you are working on maths. You're working on, firstly, creating the design. You want to make that look great. You want to make your item, whatever it is, whether it's a blanket, a top, a little pair of booties, a beanie, whatever. You want that to look nice. So it's not enough that it looks nice and you've chosen the right colors and everything else. You have to work on the maths. And how many times that I have lost control and thrown things across the room because the maths does not work. You need to work on maths. People forget that crochet just involves picking up a crochet hook and wool. It just doesn't work that way. And we have to keep telling them. We have to keep reminding them of this, Middle. With all your complaining about not getting it right and me complaining about maths, we have to keep reminding people of this, yeah? I'll definitely be grateful for that video you have. It's very basic. I will give you the link for it. It's part of the, we did a cushion, I don't remember, 3 years, 4 years, I cannot remember. One side is, I think, corner to corner. I can't even remember now. But the other side is the solid granny circle inside the granny square. So I will send you a link to that one. And the reason I couldn't find it, because I didn't call it a solid granny circle, which I should have. And I didn't call it the circle turning into a square. I called it something to do with the cushion, because it was a part of the cushion. Or I'm in the future happy to upload one, but not right now, Middle. I just don't have the time. And again, we'll talk about the time limits now coming up. And I think Green Butterfly says, let's have a drink. So Claptrap says, I'm awake and my phone allows me to comment as well. So yay, go Claptrap. Lovely to have you here. Green Butterfly, cheers. Here we go. Here's a wise statement. As much as tutorials are helpful, I've learnt 100 times more by working things out. That way I understand the concept and can adapt other patterns. Just keep playing. Thank you, Marty. The reality is you have to play with it. It's not my design, so I can't play with it. I would have to create a circle with 240 something stitches just to help you out, which will take me so long, and I don't have the time right now, yeah? And if I've ever done something like that in the past, I probably haven't done it that big, yeah? I've never turned a big circle. I've done it with, what's it called? Pretty as a Peacock Blanket. Middle. Did you do Pretty as a Peacock Blanket with us, hun? You could have a look at that one. That's got a lot of that on it when I turned the circle into a square. I forgot about that one. I'll send you a link to that one as well. Try the Pretty as a Peacock Blanket one first. I can't remember the whole pattern offhand. It's something with all the patterns I make. It's hard to remember everything offhand, but I can send you a link to that one. Karen says, hi, Marty, let's party. Oh, Karen's in the mood to party. Green Butterfly says, concentrate on one project at a time. That helps. Thanks, Green Butterfly. Yes, it does. Marty, I feel it was too ambitious. Okay. You feel, okay. Count all the stitches, Middle, and divide by 4. No, she's got that part down packed, Sam. She's got the corners down packed, right? It's the trying to marry up that many stitches along one side is really difficult to turn a blanket or a round circle that big into a square, yeah? It's a lot of math. It's a lot. Thanks for all that info. I'll keep it back in my head of mine, sorry, when I want to try and make my own project. It's a lot of work, Ash. It's a lot of maths. It really is. I want to do that blanket. I just haven't been, whoa, I've lost it, able to get yarn for the Pretty as a Peacock Blanket. Well, I'll show you the link to the part where it changes from a circle. No, it's totally different. I realize the pattern's a bit different. Take a general circle. I had to follow a tutorial each time I made one, but when I understood the maths and the increases, I could make 100 round circle if I wanted. Marty, hi, cheeky. Oh, crazy poppy lady, stammering and stuttering in the background. Lovely to have everyone in today. We're having a full house again today. There will be no live antics today. As you know, I did mention that in the post earlier. Now, let's get right back to Rosalind and who was the other one? Dorothy, ellipsis. I messed both of them up. And I've decided that what I'm going to do is skip Live Antics this week and use both those names for a future Live Antics project instead. We do have a backlog of Live Antics, so my apologies on not having time to complete things this week. But I'm going to talk to you real quickly. This is ready. The photo is ready. The video just needs, the start of it needs changing because I want you to use a different hook size. So I'm going to record the beginning part where I tell you what to, what yarn to use and everything else. All right. So keep in mind that you need to change a hook size when you are completing part 4, 5, 6. How many squares? Yeah. When you are completing part 6, you will need to drop the hook size. All right. Now I will talk about that at the beginning of the tutorial so you don't get confused. All right. I use the 4mm in the tutorial, but I'll tell everyone to drop that hook size. Yeah. All right. So that's coming up Monday. I'm not doing any pattern writing this week. I'm getting all this gear out. Monday, that's coming up. Tuesday, we're doing part 8 of the jacket. Thursday, we are creating, I've popped all Live Antics aside and I'm going to focus on Green Butterflies Live Antics, the pet bed in honor of, the loss of my cat this week. And so I will be doing the pet bed on Thursday. I'm not going to talk too much about it. Friday, we're doing our video vlog. Now, we will either turn those around. The Thursday might be the vlog or Friday might be the vlog. Just depends on timing and how much time I get to do both of those. Thursday might be the vlog or Friday might be the vlog. Thursday might be the cat bed or Friday might be the cat bed. It just depends on timing, yeah? And how it's all about timing and how quickly I can get the pet bed made with the same color combination that Green Butterfly chose, which was, I have to go back and check. I know you know the color green, so if you know it, remind me, but I do have it written down. And lucky, I write it down in green. You know why there's so many pages here? That was the Halloween thing. Hers was blue. The blue, it's not here because I've been practicing. It's not in here at all. I've been practicing on the stitch. So, yes, so it will be on Thursday or Friday in honor of our young Pepper no longer being with us. So there we go. All right. Hi, Carmen. Lovely to have you here. I'm trying, I think the problem is I might not have done the count on each side, right? Get that right before you continue, middle, yeah? How many stitches around is a circle? It's pretty big. Marty, even I was playing with it. Blue, yes, you chose the blue. Thank you, green. I did have that written down. I went back and found it, but it's there. Yeah, thank you, green. So you'll be getting your pet bed in blue. Great, that's a power cut. No power to the modem. Oh, most means I've run out of credit before the live is over. We're going to have a short live today anyway, Claptrap. It's going to be fairly short. Water time, Mary and everyone. Thank you, green. Cheers. All right, so moving right along, because I've had some issues this week. I did go through cleaning up some stuff, by the way. Because I've had some issues this week, I have done a delivery to the local school that I used to work at a long time ago, and I made a big pack of yarn. I was going to take it to the elderly citizens home around the corner, but they didn't want a big bag. They just wanted a couple of skeins. They said not many people do crochet at their one. This is not the same one I usually go to. And then I thought, okay, I'll take it back to the one I usually go to. And then I thought about my old school that I worked at, and I asked them, and they said, oh, no, we would love it because we're doing more arts and craft now. So I dropped the bag off there on Thursday. Also gave a couple of small bags to the lovely Salvation Army lady here, Margaret. And going through all my stuff, look what I found. I couldn't help myself. I could not help myself. I had to show you. It is a little bit stained. I don't know how. Maybe it just got stained in the bag, but you want to see this? I think I've shown you this before. Ready? Check it out. Ta-da! I made this. This was one of my first makes when I was, oh, I don't even know when. I didn't even have my kids then. So that's how old this is. I made this for a family member whom had a baby, and she only wore it once. And when I had my daughter was born, she gave it back to me. And that's how old this, I can't tell you how old it is. It might be 35, 40 years old. Who knows? It's old, right? But there you go. Check it out. Look at that. Now, I can't do this pattern on the channel because this is a paid pattern I got from a book. So I really can't do it on the channel. But we can do something similar. Look at that. And you can tell it was a long time ago because, you know, my work wasn't as neat. I put a frill on the border here, but I think I put too many stitches in, so you can tell. But I wanted to show you that because it was just interesting. It was just something that I wanted to show you because I found it in all of my crochet. It was in with yarn, so I don't know what I was, like, why it was in there, but anyway, it was in with yarn. I've missed everything. My daughter is going to movies. Oh, hi, Carmen. Hello, Carmen. Did I say hello? My daughter is going to the movies with a friend today to watch Smile 2. Yeah, no, thanks. Mary, I tell everyone where a worksheet for circle to square is. It is on a favorite website. May I tell everyone? You can say the website name. You can't leave links here though. Who was that? Elaine. You can say the website name, just can't leave links. Or even if you are friends with Middle outside of YouTube, you can send her the details. Yeah, you can do that as well. Also, T-minus 27 days and 6 hours before the boyfriend comes home. I don't think you'll be watching us that week. I think you're going to be busy. And Green Butterfly says, gorgeous. Middle says, cute. Ashley says, cute. I agree. That's why she's going with a friend. That's why she's going with a friend. I know, right? So moving right along, we have, I found something else. I wasn't going to show you because it's not crochet related, but I bought this material for a bag I created on the channel years ago, and there's so much of it left. I think if you open it up, that's how big it is, we could add it to some of our crochet. What? What? Because this is not the cheap stuff. I bought, this was a very expensive one years ago. I remember this. I mean, look at that. There's plenty there. And you can see it's cut badly because I used it for whatever project. It was a bag. It was a blue bag that I made on the channel here years ago. Anyway, so we've got this and we're going to use it to either make a bag or make something else with it with our crochet. So we'll be crocheting on material. It is a cotton. You can use any cotton you like. You can use, what's the other cotton you can use? What's that called? Where people make patchwork blankets with it, that material. You can use that as well. But this is a bit more expensive, so I never wanted to throw it out because that would have cost me a fortune to purchase, sorry. And I thought one day I'm going to use it for something else. And I'm thinking about it. Got lots of ideas stewing in my head. It's going to be crocheted on, whether it's a bag or whether it's something else. We're going to make something with that because I just love that pattern. Yeah. Hi, Mary. Sorry. Hi, everyone in the chat. Well, Catherine, love to have you here, honey. We're not going to be here too long today. So it's not going to be a very long live. But I'm not going to rush off. There's no major rush to go out, but I do have a lot on at the moment. So I need to rush off and do some shopping. And I hate that stuff. I really do. Have you got any videos on lining a crochet bag without the machine? Yes, I have, Ashley. If you like, I can send you a private message a little bit later during the day. Just send you the link to it. I don't know if I called it crochet. I don't know if I've called lining without the sewing machine. I'm not really sure, but there is one. There is definitely one that we have done without the sewing machine. And I've got a funny feeling it's the same material. It's the same material. I could be wrong, but I'm starting to think it's the same material. But anyway, moving right along. As you know, I mentioned to you guys I was making this little top-down top for myself, only because, you know, when I'm sitting in front of the TV and I don't want to think, I just want to do something in the round, in the round, in the round without thinking, well, this is it. And it's sitting in front of the TV or being in the car with family or friends, you know, when they're driving and I'm sitting in the passenger seat and it's a 1 hour drive or something. I take this. I don't take anything that I need to count for. I do the counting outside. In fact, the first part of this pattern I did in a quiet room because I needed to count. Here we go, middle. It's all about count. And even when I did that sleeve underarm area, I need to focus on what I was supposed to do. So that's what I'm up to right now. If I want to put it on and show you, I'm very heavy though with all this stuff. Now, oh, I can hear it going. My heater's fine. I was about to say my heater's not working, but I can hear it going. So my heater is finally working today. We've had a lot of problems with it, so I am freezing in the house at the moment. But just letting everyone know, this is a top I'm making. It's a lightweight, 2-weight cotton. So it's, yeah, it's going to take a while to make. Oh, it's stuck at the back. Hang on. Here we go. It's getting there. Just talk amongst yourselves again. You do a lot of that during our lives, don't you? All right, so there you go. And it's already done under the arms. And obviously I had to add a few extra stitches there. We won't talk about that. And I've cut enough cotton on this side, and I've done this part wrong, so don't look at that. Because it's mine, I don't care, and it's going to be at the back. And I cut enough cotton on each side to do a little round, or 1 round at least, of single crochets, or 2 rounds. And I've also done the same here. I cut it off at the beginning to do enough for a round of 2 rounds of single crochets. 2 rounds, not 1 round. 2 rounds at the top, 1 round on the sleeve. If I get the second round in, that's great. And I don't know how far this will go because this is the yarn, right? It goes a long way, the yarn, right? But it's like I'm a little bit, I won't say top heavy. It's a little bit revealing without underneath. I've decided that's the pattern. Bad luck. If anybody doesn't like me being revealing, that's their problem. No. So what I've done now, Marty, get in that corner. Mary, get in the corner with him. Just so naughty. I've already attached the base, so now all I'm doing here is going round and round and round and square, no, round. And I'm just going to keep going around until the yarn finishes. I don't know whether I was going to put a few V-stitches and make it flower a little bit. You'll have to make some tassel. Marty, you are so naughty. Bad Marty. Give him another crown. We'll have 3 crowns today. One on top of the other. All right, play with the yarn, Marty. Oh, don't play with the fancy yarn. Not that one. You can play with the other ones. Don't touch the fancy yarn. All right, so he's naughty, isn't he, Karen? And Middle says, thanks, Elaine, for the worksheet idea. Good idea. Ashley's having a bit of a giggle. Marty's so naughty. He's such a naughty nut. Look, this is why we love him so much, right, ladies? We need a Marty on our channel occasionally. Hi, Fluff. Everyone's saying, oh, she's saying hello. Catherine's saying hello to everyone. Thumbs up, guys. Cost you nothing. Does mean the world to me, and it shows YouTube you'll want to see more. Sorry, I've been on the run. Speaking of which, I have to learn how to make some punch. And I'm going to do some with that and some without that. So like, you know, just some fruit and some with for a function I'm going to. So I've got a lot of work to do. Okay. Also, my comment might have been missed a while back. I have 4 pattern ideas floating around in my head. Yeah, be careful. Don't overcommit yourself, Middle, or you won't work the first project out, yeah? Ashley says, 1,000,000 thumbs up. Thank you, Ashley. Maybe exaggerated by a few thousand, of course. Congratulations, Mary, on 26,000. Thank you very much. I did talk about that on, was it Wednesday? I can't remember. But we did mention it on Wednesday. You might not have been on when we mentioned it. We did hit 26,000 not long ago. We're getting very close to 30,000. Once we hit that, you know what happens. But also remember that New Year's Eve, for those of you who just joined us on the live now, shall I try it again? New Year's Eve, I do live antics, and in live antics, I'm sorry, I don't do live antics. I do subscriber of the year. And in subscriber of the year, every live from now on, we've got an empty bag today because today is starting. You get one of these. You get one of these. I don't know what they are. You get one of these. I have to take the price tag off that one. And you get maybe a few of these. I'm not going to show you what they are. You'll work it out when you get the prize. And every live, I will pop 2, 3, maybe 4 items in that bag. When that gets full, I fill up another bag. What I did do last year, I ended up filling up a laundry basket and a bag. A laundry basket and a bag. It was just, I did kind of shove them all on top of each other. I didn't play, Tetris and fill them in properly. Don't you love Tetris? I love Tetris. I'm a fanatic for Tetris. I'm, old school. And I should have just filled it properly. But this time I'm just going to toss them in a bag, and straight after that live, they're going to go nice and neatly in a basket to make sure I've got enough room this time. And I can't remember for the life of me who won it last year. Was it you, Karen? Who won it last year? No, it was Green. Was it you, Green? I can't remember who won it last year. My brain, I'm going to have to, I keep saying that, but I never do it. Put a list right here. I'm going to do it before the next live. That's it. It's done. Let me write it down so I can do it before the next live, because I keep forgetting who was subscriber of the year every year. Type sub of the year list there, and I'll know, so I'll be able to tell you who those subbies were. It was you. Thanks, Green. I knew it was you. My brain was kind of, not thinking straight today, as we all know. All right, so I'm trying to finish the ones I have to. Yes, you have to finish those ones first, Green. I mean middle, not Green. She knows what she's doing, Green. Marty, Karen, you could always teach me to archery. You just hurt my heart, Marty. You just hurt my heart. I could teach you too, actually. Now I just hurt my own heart. Would be incredibly naughty under Mary's watch. Oh, you're finished. Get out. Get out. Out. There's the door or the window. Take your pick. Out. Oh, Marty's thinking, oh, Mary just threw me out. He's a bad boy, isn't he, Karen? Having said that, like I said one day, I'm going to accidentally upload a knitting project. You're going to get a shock. I just will say, today, we're not crocheting. Today, we're knitting. Oh, achoo! You'll get a shock, because you wouldn't believe that I have done it live. I have knitted live by accident. You guys have seen that by accident. I have knitted live, haven't I? Let's have a drink. Cheers, everyone. Very wise, Claptrap. She says, write your ideas down as much in details as you can think of, including a sketch for later, and keep doing what you're working on now. All right, Claptrap, let me tell you a little trick that I use. Because I use the camera a lot, if I'm crocheting at that moment, like one day, a couple of months ago, I was crocheting something and I accidentally, don't ask me how, accidentally crocheted a Christmas tree. I was trying to do something else, but it turned out to be a little Christmas tree, and it was so cute. So that's on the list, by the way, of your Christmas items to make this year. And so I couldn't remember what I had done. If I wrote it down, I wouldn't write it down fast enough. So I took out the camera and said, right, I did doubles across here, half doubles here, and bang, 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 and it was done. All on the camera. Then later, I opened up the camera and my computer went half the times I write it out first by hand. I like to write things out by hand so that if there's something wrong on the computer, I can always go back and check what I wrote. Hi, Istrabek. Istrabrak. I keep forgetting your name. Istrabrak. Can I say Najat? How's that? Oh, Najat sounds nice. Hello, hope you are well. That's a nice name, Najat. I like that better. Is that your nose? Which one's your first name? Istrabrak or Najat? I'll get it right. Istrabrak. I got it. There we go. Hello. We'll have to take one of the animals to the vet to talk to you all Wednesday. Okay, well, you hope everything is well on your end. Thank you, though, Ashley. Water time. Let's have a drink of water. Thank you, Green. Najat. Thank you. I like Najat. It's a beautiful name. I struggle to say the other one. There's too many letters in there for me. She's a little bit slow on this end, guys. Sorry. But I love Najat. I had a friend named Naja once, spelt totally different than what the sounds you're hearing. What a beautiful name. some great names that are out there. All right, so moving right along, guys. The video vlog was supposed to come out on Friday. Friday was not a good day for me, but just for obvious reasons. So I just put everything on hold this week. I literally put everything on hold. All I had to do with this was take a photo and upload that video, and I didn't do that. I took the photo and I looked at it and thought, I don't like it. But that's only because I didn't like anything on the day on Friday. So I didn't do anything at all Friday. So moving right along, the wheel still spins. I still have to play the game. And so Monday back in action again. The Tunisian border will go up Monday. Part 8 of your jacket will go up Tuesday. There will be no pattern writing this week for me. The live will go up Wednesday as normal. So no change there. That'll be a normal live. The start of the cat bed. If I don't get it finished, you'll get a part 1 of the cat bed on Thursday. Okay, the pet bed. We'll call it a pet bed. Yeah. And on Friday, you will get the video vlog. Now, they may change. It depends on if I don't have the pet bed ready. I'll do the video vlog on Wednesday during the day. I'll get it all ready. And then all I have to do is add some photos and things. There's a few things happening in that vlog. So all I have to do is add some photos and things. And if I know Thursday the pet bed is not ready, I'll pop the video vlog up Thursday and pop the pet bed on Friday. So I'll just juggle it. They'll go up this week, but I really won't give you dates. Just put it that way. I've given you the dates to give them to you, the days, but it just depends on what's ready first, yeah? Definitely doing part 8 of our jacket this week. Keep that in mind. Now, with part 8 of the jacket, it's going to be the sleeve, except for the larger sizes where I have to adjust the top for them. And we'll talk about that during the video. There's no point me explaining it now. It takes too long. But with part 8, we're going to be working on the sleeve. Now, I'm going to give you an option for the sleeve, whether to keep the same amount of squares that I'm giving you, and then I will measure that in front, whilst mine is complete or semi-complete. And then you can say, okay, my arms are a lot bigger than that. Even though you've told me I only need to do 3 squares in the round or 5 squares or whatever it is I've told you, which I haven't told you yet, but you will know about it. I will give you the option, if you make that extra square, your sleeve can be nice and loose and you have the space, because we're not sewing down the side seams until you have made your piece. So I've decided not to do it attached like this. I've decided to make it in one piece, and then I tell a lie. I'll be making one piece one more time. I'm attaching to the top, right? But I will show you before any of that on that video what you can do to change your size if you want to change it. There's nothing major. All you need to do is an extra square if you want to make it bigger, or take an extra square if you want to make it smaller. I don't think you'd make them smaller because I do have the smaller size already set. So if you do it any smaller, it's going to be like really tight under the arms, yeah? And you don't want that. So that's what's going to happen with our jacket this week. If I get time, I might be able to put part 8 and part 9 together as one. I'm trying to do that. Trying actually very hard to do that. But the way it looks after we do the arms, the rest is easy. I'll show you even how to sew down one side, and then I'll say, right, complete the other side exactly the same. Meet me back here on such and such a day or month or whatever, and then we can work on border rounds, which is very, very fantastic. We're getting very close, yeah? All right, we're all good. Water time, says Green. Let's see if I won't be able to finish it, but anyway, cheers. Shall I go for it? Cheers. And hopefully on Wednesday I'll be able to have a cup of tea in Fluffy Kitten's cup. The one Fluffy Kitten purchased for me. So there you go. This one here, if you haven't remembered, it's got the little crown on there. I love this thing because, believe it or not, this lid keeps the tea warm. I couldn't believe when I used it the first time. I used it, and 40 minutes into the live, my tea was still warm, and I had already made it 10 or 15 minutes beforehand. So a whole hour before the live, and my tea was warm. So it was really good. Where do you guys get the crochet related mugs? I've been looking for one myself. I think they're usually online, Middle. Oh, Musica, beautiful. Let's give her a hug. We always give Musica a hug. Musica is not from Australia, guys. She's from overseas as well. I believe Musica was one of our winners once in a surprise. There's quite a few of our winners here on our live at the moment, actually, that have won surprises from us. I believe Middle has. I believe Karen has. I believe Marty has. I believe, who else? Let's have a look at all the names. I think Ashley had won something. Who else is on? I'm not sure. Claptrap, I think you won something as well. Um, um, who else? I'm looking at all the names. Catherine, I'm not sure if you have. Who else? Who else? I'm looking back at all the names. It's the same names going over again. So there you go. Oh, Pippa, did I miss you, darling? Oh, hello, Pippa. Did I miss you? Just give me one moment. We've got a delivery. Can you believe this? Give me one moment, guys. Don't you love this? It's really loud. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. It's not for me. Don't you love it? She goes all the way out there to get excited, and the parcel's not for me. It's for someone else. It's for someone else in the family. Well, that's so sad. Don't you hate that? Love online shopping. Yes, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Don't you hate it when you go all the way to the door, you get excited? Oh, that's not mine. And hand it to the next person and walk out. No one's home, so I had to answer the door. I hate it when there's a parcel and it's not for me. I want to cry. It's been a very trying week for me, guys. I wish I felt safe to do that. Online shopping can be a little tricky. You've got to be careful. Oh, it is difficult. I tend to, especially with yarn, I tend to buy locally, but it's one of those things, yeah. What's the temperature been like? I'm packing my bag in the morning. Oh, crazy poppy lady. I'm very excited. It's been mild. We've had some really nice weather for spring. It's actually very nice weather. I think it's a little warm to this here. I'm starting to get worried. I'm getting worried. It's warm. We're going to have a really hot, I can see this. We're going to have a really hot summer this year, I think, in Melbourne. And I know that Queensland, for those of our Queensland watchers, and there's a few, there's one right there, Green Butterfly says 32 degrees Celsius right now in Queensland. They're always hot in Queensland though. And apparently they're getting a bit of a heat wave. You're getting a heat wave, is that right, Green, at the moment, which is all very unusual for this time of year. So heads up, getting packages is easy as I live alone unless the courier doesn't want to deliver. Oh, okay. Okay, you're in one hand, you're kind of lucky because you know when you get a package, it's for you. But in this house, so many people come and go that there's always for someone else. That's not true. Most of them are for me. But not today. And actually, I have to put an order through Bendigo. Can you believe it? I have to, because I thought I had the 10-ply yarn for that project, that special project that's coming up soon, and I don't. It was a different brand yarn. It was the same Bendigo, but it was their old Stella range, and I don't want to use the Stella range in with the pure wool. Stella range is a mixed wool. I think it was, what was it? Oh, it's got some here. Let me show you. It's so pretty. It is a Oh, it's 50% bamboo and 50% wool. Check that out. It's so soft. And I don't want to mix it with the 100% wool. I want to keep the texture the same. So I'm going to need to buy that. They don't make this one anymore. I'm so disappointed. But I found a lot of the old Stella range. That's another thing I was going to talk to you about, guys. I found a lot of it. Now, if you don't know this very well, I used to love the Stella range. This one was the metallics range, which had a whole lot of metal look about it. That's why they call it the metallics. And you can see it like the shimmer, a little bit of shimmer in there. The other ones were normal range. That was metallic. They're all metallic. The ones I've got there are metallic, which is fantastic because it means there's enough there to make a blanket. Oh, she says way too much. Let's have a drink before she says too much. But I don't have enough of the yarn to, I didn't have the right 10 ply, which is 4-weight yarn for this project that I said we were going to use. And those particular subscribers were Carmen R, Claptrap, and Rosalind. The three of them chose the colors for that project. And I'm going to have to order in the cream now, so it means taking a little longer. I do apologize again, but it is coming. Good morning, Yvonne. Lovely to have you here. Fluffy Kitten, hello. Oh, she's saying hello to Yvonne. Yes. What a time. I need as much as I can right now, Green. Very dehydrated today. Cheers. Usually get that way a day later. But anyway, moving right along. Cute colour, but bet it's cuter in person. Well, you'll get to feel this yarn, I think, one day. I'm not saying any more than that. All right, so moving right along, she says, and she's zipping her mouth up a little bit here. We are going to continue our projects with all the live antics people who have chosen. We've got Dorothy, who's chosen the Tunisian border for the blanket, Tunisian border for the Tunisian squares. We've got Rosalind with the other item. Oh, she's giving so much away. We've got Green Butterfly with the pet bed. She's zipped the mouth, Mary. And Middle Earthians with the modesty top. And who else? Oh, there's so many people that we are backlogged. So really, it's probably wasn't wise to do the live antics today anyways, but we have so much to catch up on. Oh, hang on, we've got Ashley with the purple as well. There's a lot of live antics I need to catch up on. The bonus is I can use these live antics for the Christmas projects, which I mentioned on Wednesday. So the Christmas projects coming up, we're going to use the colors that you guys chose for live antics. So get excited on that. Not all the Christmas projects, but some of them. Some of them might be little gifts you can give to your family, and that will be a Christmas gift you can use that for. So that'll be part of our Christmas items that you chose for us here on the channel. Where is that list? Oh, if I told you that list, it would just go on forever. No, it's way too big. But before we start the Christmas projects, I will go through that list on a video vlog, and you will hear all of the list. Then you will hear the first item that I chose from that list for you, that you chose for me, and now I'm choosing it for you. I don't know, does that make sense? So there you go. All right. I lost all the chat. Here we go. You can't wait, says Fluffy. Oh, I've lost a lot of chat. Excuse me, Mary, go back. Cute colour. Yes, cute in person. I get yarn from online because it's cheaper. I go to a real shop to have a feel, but I often have bigger choice of colours. Go for a reputable shop like Wool Warehouse, or what's the other one? Love Crafts. Okay. Can't wait, says Fluffy. Thank you, Fluffs. I live in Canada. It's hard to find yarn in my area. Yes, I just don't like my personal info online, Amazon or eBay. Yes, okay. Take your time. We will be here. Oh, Carmen R, what a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. Come sit next to me, darling. Can't let you on the left because that's where middle is. You can sit on my right, though. I don't know what it looks like to you, but it's right to me. I'm hoping to finish my last 2 pumpkins before Tuesday. Concentrate on Christmas stuff. Get ready, middle. It's all about Christmas now. Make a cheap order. Sellers to test how reputable they are. Try to find reviews. Always check reviews. That's what I say. Skippy! Yay! Skippy came today, Fluffy. I didn't think he would. There he is twice. Skippy's in the house. I've not got a big choice locally to me. I need to go searching for a new yarn shop, but first I need to shop my stash for another stock your I can't get it out. Shop or stock your stash for another year. I gotcha. Carmen's got the mwah going. Thank you, Carmen. How many have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I told you I can count. 6 kisses for me. Nobody else. You're thinking of a hobby, are you? Look, there's a lot of places to shop at that are reputable. Do check the reviews out first. Now, when I was looking for a caterer once, I had a look at all the reviews for this one caterer. They were great reviews, but the last review was February 2023. And we were in 24. And I'm thinking, well, how have they not got any more reviews after that? So I did put a message through to them, and they said something like, oh, we've been on hold for a little while. We might consider doing your... I don't think so. I don't think so. So I left it because I need the reassurance that catering is really important. You don't want to mess that up, yeah? That they are definite that they're going to be available for us. So I went to another one, and that was good. Yeah. So it goes to show you've got to get your reviews. Check your reviews because reviews are really important right now in this world. If there's an odd review that didn't go well, it might have just been that odd thing, but make sure 99% of the views are pretty good. Yeah. Or exceptional. Yeah. I'm thinking about hobby. Yes, I buy from Bendigo because I have a few good reviews already, but I can't afford it. I know. And the same with me. I'd like to buy from certain places overseas, but the shipping is astronomical. So I try to keep as much as I can locally or, within Australia. But if I get real desperate and there's a certain yarn that I need for a certain project and someone says, look, I'm willing to pay for the shipping, I will go ahead and do that. Yeah. Okay. And by reviews, I mean Mary. I know we have a lot of fun with Bendigo. But I do use other yarn. You can see that I use other yarn, especially for our gloves that we made this year, the digit gloves where your fingers got in there. We used a pure wool for that. We used a factory yarn. We used a farmer's yarn from Bellevue Park for that. So I use other yarn. I don't always use Bendigo. It's just that I have a lot of Bendigo. Yeah, a lot. I stock a lot of it. Also, it's coming from another country, but be careful. Your package may be charged import tax, especially if you are in the UK. Now, it's getting ridiculous with that, isn't it? They shouldn't charge you that. When I send stock overseas, I pay a fortune in shipping. I don't want my customer, client, friend, companion, family member to have to pay extra for it. It's so unfair, yeah? If I didn't pay so much in shipping when I send my gear off and someone gets charged, that wouldn't bother me. But I pay a lot in shipping, so why should the other end get charged? It's just not fair. One of the ones Mary sent me was that, yes, that happened to Middle. I need to send you a gift still on that too. Hopefully you don't get charged for that. I tell you what happens with that, Middle, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I will no longer put scissors in craft packs because scissors, I think, are the things that trigger off the other side. They open it up and check it because they think, wait a minute, how dangerous are these scissors? Is someone going to get hurt? I think that is a thing, right? So I've put in knitting needles too. I've got to be careful. I'm just going to put it down as crochet related item. That's all, because I think that triggers off everything. I mean, I still have to put it in, but it's not. They're sort of made of plastic, I think, or wood. Oh, I can't remember. Are they wood? Yeah, they're wood. Wood and plastic. Two of the needles are wood and the crochet hook is plastic. So it doesn't trigger anything off when it goes overseas. I think it triggers things off, and that's what happened, yeah? Happens. Popping off for a moment to got to get supper. We may or may not be here when you get back, Middle. I did want to cut the live down a little bit shorter. We'll see how we go. But enjoy your supper, yeah. I might be here anyway. I find hobby isn't in Canadian prices. Okay. I'm off early today. Everyone take care. All right, we'll see you soon, Fluffs. You take care. Hi, Sam. Oh, did I miss that? I think I said hello to Sam. Yes. Rosalind says, I live in New South Wales, recently holidayed in Daylesford. Unfortunately, I didn't get to Bendigo. Rosalind, if you ever come to Melbourne, don't call me because I don't answer the phone. Send me a message and we'll meet up at Bendigo somewhere. And I'll show you around. They love me at Bendigo. No, they don't. They're sick of me. Water time, says Green. Let's have a water, everyone. All right. Oh, I swallowed that too quickly then. Oof, that went far too down. I'm going to get hiccups again. It went down too fast. Actually, I think we might also start moving, guys. I'm looking at the time. I didn't want to go over an hour. It's just hit an hour anyways. So I want to move along, but I do want to let you know, don't forget, this week it's all happening. Last week was a bad week for me, as you know, but this week it's all happening. We've got our Tunisian border coming. Jacket part 8 is coming. Pet bed is coming, video vlog is coming. We're going to ram it all in as much as I can. I'm going to work day and night to get this week going because last week and the week before were just chaos. Yeah. But this week we have to move on. We've got to get things going. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Don't forget, in every live now, you're going to see me put some stock in the bag for Subscriber of the Year at the end of the year. Now, Subscriber of the Year, as you know, goes to someone who's put so much in throughout the year for Wow Crochet Designs. And that's not just what you see on the channel. It's the stuff that goes on in the background as well. All right. Yes, I will see everyone then soon. Everyone see you on my live. Yes, yes, yes. If I get time, I'll pop on Middle. It doesn't look like I'll get time this weekend. Very rough weekend for me. So I will see everyone on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. Don't forget, get ready for all the stuff that's coming this week. And Christmas is coming very soon. I'll see everyone soon. Ciao for now. Like, try to be good, yeah? Just a little bit. Bye all.